Well, good afternoon and welcome back to another fishing adventure. I was sitting at home probably an hour ago and I was thinking, it's just too nice not to get out. I've got a few hours of opportunity to, come and have a flick, so I've come somewhere close to home. Nothing too strenuous on the body. I've had a bit of a sore knee as of late, an old ACL problem that kind of, springs up once it starts to get cold. But I've chosen an area where I can just cover lots of ground. Easy kind of fishing. Walk cast. If I find some fish holding in an area, I'll stick at it. If they move on, we move. We keep flicking. But this area, it's not known for big fish. I have had bigger fish much further down when the tide is, much further out in a different area, but we're going to kind of follow that down. That's going to be my kind of route. Get from A to B, have a little chuck in between, and hopefully we can put a bend on the rod. Let's get into this. Let's go fishing. Right, we're going to get started. As I was saying just before in the kind of intro, there's no plan today. I don't really have to be anywhere. I've got a good few hours. I kind of know my end point of where I want to be, so I'm just going to have a flick. The wind's on my back. I'm going to start off with just a little 15-gram YK Air White. Reason is, as you can see, the water is a little bit cloudy in places. My knee is still feeling a little sore, to be honest, but hence why I've had a little rest. But I'm gonna get down here and we're gonna get into it. Let's just check my drag, as always, tight. Not really expecting anything massive today, but I guess you never know. I'm just gonna trickle a little white lure in the tide, just see if there's anything about first subsurface. I do have a mixed bag with me, as always. I've got some little poppers, soft plastics. I'm just gonna have a little play. What a lovely day for it. I think the best thing about fishing is you kind of never know what's going to happen, right? I don't know if I should be expecting fish today, or there could be a blank come in. My goal is to get to a certain point and just see if we can pick up some fish just along the way. I'm going to keep with the small lures, nothing too big. Again, because the water probably isn't that deep here, probably about 3 or 4 foot. So if I was to go too heavy, the sink ratio compared to the depth would mean that I would have to reel my lure a lot quicker than I would hope to do. Meaning that, maybe I'm moving it too quickly for the fish to be on it, if that makes sense. We'll see. Oh, I just got our first fish of the session. It's not big. Just going to bring it in slowly. A couple of little head shakes. It could be a wrasse, but I'm pretty sure this is a bass. As I say, it doesn't feel big, just a little pup. It's holding deep. There you go, little guy. There you go. Oh, lovely. She's just playing around in the tide. We'll just bring her in ever so slowly. And then we have our first fish of the session. Beautiful. As you can see, it's very light in colour, probably off the sand, not really around the reef, but it's a beautiful fish nevertheless. Very small, but who cares? We'll let you go. Off you go, mate. There she goes. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. That feels a little bit better. Nice head shakes on this fish. Second fish, can't complain. Oh, he's swimming towards me. Can't complain. Yeah, he feels a little bit better, this fish. Again, just sticking with the white lure. He's not come to the surface yet. Do you know what? He could be a minnow, but you just never know. Yeah, he's not that big. He just felt bigger. He was fighting hard. He was a little bit bigger than the fish we just had, but nothing too big. He felt nice. I thought maybe this one could have been touching 50 centimeters, but obviously not. Not bad at all. Let's get you back, sunshine. Thank you very much. Right, 2 fish to the good. Cannot complain. I've not had to really move yet as well. That one was just a little bit more angry, a little bit more ferocious. Just goes to show you just don't need those big lures sometimes to have a bit of fun. You just need the weight of the lure to be kind of perfect for the depth of water that you're fishing, because I can reel this in quite slow, which is nice, without it hitting the bottom. It's nice. Oh, I just got another bite, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there you go. This one's swimming towards me. Probably not a big fish again, but our 3rd fish. Kind of feels, they feel alright because the tide is running so quickly. Just feels like they're bigger than usual. Maybe this one might surprise me. Maybe not though. Can't see him yet. Nah, he's only a small fish. Probably the same size as the rest of them. Oh, this one's even smaller. There you go. Fish number 3. Maybe the smallest one yet, but who cares? Let's just get him back out, let him swim off. Well, so far so good. I'd say so. We've had 3 fish, albeit none of them have been over 50 centimeters, but I'm not complaining, to be honest. An hour ago I was sitting at home on the sofa and I just didn't think I was going to come out. So to catch 3 silvers is better than nothing. We've still got a few hours out here though, so you never know what's going to happen. I have started with this little YKR 15 gram, or it's a 15 gram head, and the body's probably like 4 grams at most. And I've just been flicking this around, and you've probably heard me talking about weight distribution on your lure compared to where you're fishing. Now in here it's probably 5 foot, 4 foot max, you know. Obviously that changes with the contours of the bottom. So if I was chucking out something 20 gram, and I've spoke about this many a times, the sink ratio of the lure compared to how deep it is, you're just going to get snagged, or you're going to have to be winding it really quick. You're not getting any, you know, flow of the lure. It's not kind of moving nicely through, covering loads of ground. You're just ripping it in because you don't want to get it stuck. So if you are new to fishing and new to kind of lure fishing in general, the weight distribution compared to the depth, you really need to kind of, you know, work on that. If you're getting snagged all the time, your lure's obviously too heavy. You want to be moving that reel nice and slowly. I'd pick up the rod and do it, but I'm not going to, but you know what I mean. Reel it nice and slowly. If you know you're not hitting the bottom, then you know your lure's not too heavy. Obviously, as it gets shallower, if you're fishing the tide down, you know you have to move to something a little bit less. If it's getting deeper, maybe you can fish something a little bit heavier because the water is rising. Take those little things into consideration when you're fishing. It will help you enjoy your fishing a lot more, trust me. So out of that, now, little tip for you guys. I used to put loads of lures in my pocket, so what I do now, little glasses case, like so. Got my lures in here, put that back in the pocket, and there you have it, no lures. getting stuck in the insides of your coat. This lure is a little lure that I got from when I was in America in Marathon. Beautiful little Yazuri kind of lure, just a little popper. It's just going to spit water out the front of it. As I say, I've not really had many fish on the surface this year, so, and this is going to be a little bit of a different retrieval, just a little pop pretty much, and let's just hope something takes it. Can't promise anything though. I guess you just never know until you try something, right? Makes a lovely sound, like glub glub sound. And all of this is doing is kind of looking like, or imitating an injured fish, which is on the surface. It's kind of spitting water, it's in trouble. And as I say, this lure is no more than 3 inches, so it's nothing too big for a fish of the sizes we were catching before to take it or attack it. As you can see, it kind of pushes the water with the lip that it has. Let's just bring that back in, give you guys a closer look. This front kind of concaved area on the front pushes the water, makes a splash, makes a gulping kind of noise. It's a lovely little colour actually. It's like kind of a sandily colour. It was really good when I was away. Kind of worked. The fish were all over it early morning, the Jack Crevalle. Maybe I was dreaming a little bit, thinking that I was going to get a fish on that little popper, but what a beautiful little lure it is. Look at the colour, little reflective kind of back to it, shine inside. I think that will do the job one day. Every lure does its job on one particular day. We are going to go to something probably a little bit shallower now. Like I was saying just before, if you're using something too heavy, more than likely you're going to get stuck. So we're going to go really small now. There you go. I'm going to go for this little curly tail. Small little jig head, like so. Little curly tail. Done really well on curly tails in cloudy water. I don't know there's something about them. It's getting really shallow now, but you know, don't be fooled. Little lures do catch good fish, or they do catch fish in general, you know. I've caught some really nice fish over my time on small little lures like that. Look, you can't even see it from back there where you are, but yeah, curly tails, don't knock them till you've tried them. Let's put the lure back in the case and we'll give this another burn. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get onto this little rock in front of me. See if I can get onto this rock here and fish off it. It might be a little bit easier. Just not get my phone wet because it's in my pocket. There we go. Lovely. Now I can kind of target a little bit further with this lure. You know what, it's a little bit deeper over there. I might actually move back to the YKR, looking at it from the angle that I'm on. Might be alright to fish a little bit heavier. I'd like one more fish, to be honest. Be pretty cool to get another one, to be honest, but can't have it your way all the time. Don't know if I should stick or twist with this lure. Get a little bit of a better cast now. I'm a little bit higher with this jig head. I think I might get away with something a tiny bit heavier. Going back to that YKR. I don't know if this is going to do the job, but it might do. It might be a little bit too shallow. Oh, fish! I just got slammed. I wasn't expecting that. I was reeling my lure really quickly to bring it over a rock, and I just got slammed. Probably isn't the biggest fish, but It's the third fish. That fish must have been sitting right behind a rock. You know what? It's an alright fish. We'll get a nice shot of this one. It's a dark fish. It's a really dark fish. You know what? It's not too bad. I'll just bring it in nicely. Bigger than the fish that I've had already today, so this ain't a big fish by all means, but this fish is much darker than the other fish that I've had already. A little bit bigger, but much darker. And to be honest, this thing came from right behind a rock. I thought that my lure was hitting up off the bottom, so I was actually giving it a little bit more of a quicker reel. Everything that I've gone against in this video. And it must have been just sitting behind a wall, and there you go. Look, it's not big at all, this fish. It really isn't. I'm not here to push it against the camera or anything like that, but it's a beautifully marked fish, much darker on its back compared to the other fish. So maybe this one is a little bit of a local to the reefy area, taking on that little white AR, but look at that with the sun kind of reflecting off it. Can't go wrong. There you go, fourth fish. Again, not big at all, but it's a fish. Boom. Now I know I said at the start of this video that I had a few hours, I do, but to be honest, my knee is really playing up again. It's really sore, so we won't have too many other casts. But that fish hit me in what, no more than 2 foot of water. It felt a little bit better, but they do when you're fishing in this kind of strong current. Oh my god, there's a fish right below me. I can see it. Oh, I've got it. Oh, there's a big wrasse right below me. I just spotted it here. This is mad. It's just sitting underneath this weed bed. Right here. How crazy is that? I can see its tail just there. I nearly had it a second ago. Here it comes. Oh, it just disappeared. I wonder if it'll take me again. How mad's that? But he was literally just there. As you can see, my rod tip's going up and down. That's from me hitting the bottom. But I think I'm going to call it a day. My knee is really struggling right now. I'd have loved to. That would have been the icing on the cake, that wrasse just there, but can't have it all. He was literally in no more than a 2 foot of water, just sitting right below me. Oh, oh yeah, I do have a fish. Oh yes. Damn. Yeah, I do have a fish. Oh. I got hit there and I wasn't too sure if it was on or not. I don't know how big it is, but it was alright, I guess. Foot of water. Foot of water. Oh yes, this is a better fish. Oh yes, that is a much nicer fish. Oh yes, this is a much nicer fish. In a foot of water. Come on, don't come off. In a foot of water. Let's drag you in, mate. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, I was just about to go. There's no more than a foot of water in front of me. This thing absolutely engulfed me. Little white sand eel. Oh man, I'm so happy with that. Look at that. There you go. That's a better shot. In the sun. Oh, we'll give a measure on him as well, but I'm really not complaining about that. That is a super shot. 57, really can't complain. 57, not bad. Beauty, let's get him back. Oh. He's pretty much ready. Just gonna give him a little bit more. Water's definitely colder, eh? But what a magnificent fish to end the session.